It's Sunday, the 1st of December. Can you believe it? 2019 has well and truly been and gone. Because now, basically, every night is filled with some sort of end of year activity. But here we are in December, ready to head as swiftly as possible towards the holidays. I've decided that I'm going to make this the last video of this weekly series for the year, just because it is a bit of a nightmare trying to do things around this time of year, because every day seems to be involved in catching up with people, work related nights out. I think I've got 3 work nights out coming up, plus going to London, plus going to France for Christmas, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I decided that this would be a good place to stop and try and plan out some tasks and stuff that I can do throughout December to try and kick January off to a good start. It is so cliched to talk about New Year's resolutions and all that kind of stuff. I was actually just making a video with work, and the contributor was sort of talking about this idea and just sort of saying New Year's resolutions are basically just goals. I definitely agree with that. So I tend not to make New Year's resolutions, but and I'm not going to in this video. So if that's what you're looking for, then well, you should just stop watching. But next year I will make some videos about kind of planning out a bit more in the year. So to look back at last week, still been kind of getting over being a bit ill. My kind of like plans to start things incrementally kind of worked, but very quickly just kind of went back into some bad habits. So I'm still kind of trying to ease into getting up earlier and, you know, keeping up with some of those like good habits and stuff. But generally last week was good, just super duper busy in work. But all good apart from that. We went to see Sigrid on Tuesday night in Edinburgh at Usher Hall, which was really good. I had such a good time. The crowd was really interesting, I suppose. I'm used to going to metal gigs where everyone looked pretty much the exact same, and so it was nice to see quite like a colourful crowd instead of just wearing all black. But I will say this, there was a guy near the front who was like a good foot above everyone else. Big, long, mangy hair, a big beard, all black, and he kind of stuck out like a bit of a sore thumb. And I started looking, because like most of the older guys were like dads who were there, but he wasn't like super old. He's probably like in his around the same age as me, like early 30s. And yeah, I was like, what is this guy? What's going on here? Which is stupid, because I mean, I like heavy music. I like more extreme metal stuff, to like thrash and black metal and all that kind of stuff, so like a wide range of metal things, but I also pure love pop music. I think I'm just really into whatever the Norwegians are doing, whether that be true Norwegian black metal or like true Norwegian pop music. So this guy maybe was in a similar boat, so I shouldn't judge, be like, why is he here? Because I'm the same thing, except I don't, I suppose, actively dress like a total metalhead all the time. At one bit it got a bit more like kind of like faster and some drum beats and stuff, and he just started like properly like head banging along to it. It's like, whoa, what's going on? So I really kept my eye on this guy, because it was like quite strange to see someone like really head banging along to his like pop music. But when Sigrid came on, he was just like so pumped for it that he was like constantly like properly like wow, yeah. I just couldn't believe it. He was easily having the best time there. Like, he was jumping up and down, pogoing, and like, he was just like, yeah! And he knew every single word to every song. I mean, like, Sigrid did an amazing show. I loved watching it, but man, did I enjoy watching this guy just as much. I just liked that he was sort of subverting your expectations of what this guy was all about. I suppose I did that by judging him by the way he was dressed, but he just pure loved Sigrid, and who can blame him? At one point, one of our songs really crescendos up, and like he was really getting into it, and then it starts like going into this like solo thing, and it's like really like kind of like dancing fast and stuff, and he's just like whoa, and he just went ah, and I thought that was amazing. Like, when you're so overcome by like passion for what you're listening to and so into the energy just comes out in a proper power scream. That's good. So obviously I took some videos of him, and this hopefully demonstrates what's going on. I think the thing I liked about it is because sometimes I found at other gigs, I suppose you do get it at metal gigs as well, but there's a certain amount of people like presenting like an image and kind of posing a wee bit and stuff. I think you get it more in like dance music and things like that. I used to go to more club nights and things, and there was a sort of thing of trying to look cool. You maybe get like people trying to have like metal credentials at metal gigs, I suppose, but it's such an energetic crowd and there's so much movement and stuff that it's a wee bit different. But so with Sigrid, there was a real kind of thing of like, there's a wee bit of people trying to look cool, and then there's this guy who's just like doesn't give a shit about anything, and he's having the best time, and I really respect that. So yeah, that was good. So yeah, last week was good, had a good time. I guess just like I've struggled to get back into things. I think a lot of our evening time has been, we've been staying up late because we got Cuphead, and Lily and I have been playing it co-op, and it's so difficult. But with these things, you just have to like persevere and play it over and over and over again. It's such a good game. I'm loving it and like the co-op a lot in it. My plans for December are just to kind of get through the sort of festive season without getting too pissed all the time, which is just generally what happens. This year will be a bit different because usually I just get into like chocolate all the time, everywhere, always. But because I've gone vegan, I'm not having chocolate anymore, or just like dark chocolate or vegan chocolate and stuff. So like that kind of temptation to just gorge myself is hopefully going to be a little bit lessened, but I'm not really sure. I'm looking forward to that because I usually do just feel like total shit by the end of December. I think it's good to indulge yourself, but I guess I'll be doing it in a slightly more healthy way. I'm just really looking forward to coming up with more plans, recording stuff more in December, making better use of my time, and kind of really like, I've spent a lot more time this year kind of tracking my habits, so I want to go through the last sort of 6 months of having done that. I use like a bullet journal to do that, kind of make some like observations about things, kind of make some plans about career stuff that I'm interested in, and just sort of start looking ahead to starting in January. I think the key is to not just start in January, and to use this time when it's a bit more geared up and have a bit more of a focus. I don't know about you, the public, whether you feel unfocused sometimes, or like this pressure that you've got to have these goals and ambitions and stuff. I sometimes feel like I'm an ambitious person, but I don't really know what direction I'm going in, which can just make me feel a bit stressed out, or like that I'm not trying hard enough. I want to really drill down on things I'm interested in and make sure that I'm like setting some proper goals, not just like throw away New Year's resolutions and stuff, but like what is it I'm looking to get out of the next sort of kind of 10 years, I suppose. Like what, I mean, it's the new 20s, so I'm like thinking about, that's what I'm thinking about. What am I going to do with the rest of my life? This is a bit of a rambly video, but I'm going to finish up, and I hope you have a wonderful December. I know that I will, and I hopefully should still be uploading some stuff, but just not this weekly video. And I will catch up for another YAM'S to-do list in a slightly different format, or maybe exactly the same in the new year. So, Happy New Year.